The Saskatchewan Rattlers have become the Saskatoon Mamba. The rebranding and refocusing of our pro basketball franchise began this week, and I am pleased to be joined now by the man leading the change, the team's new owner, Jason Ribeiro. Good morning and welcome to CTV Your Morning.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's start with you first, sir. Already the owner of Calgary's CEBL team, the Surge, now expanding your stable. What's the feeling about getting Saskatoon excited for pro ball again?
Oh, it's such a privilege, right? It's really humbling. Like, I think over the last 3.5 years, we've seen quite clearly how a different approach, a different philosophy, one that's really, really focused on youth and the community, can generate not only great success on the court, but great success for the city. And, you know, with Calgary doing really, really well, both from a business perspective and a basketball perspective, you know, these assets are usually looked at with scarcity, not abundance, as their guiding philosophy. And Canada needs more basketball. Canada needs more investment in youth and sport. The opportunity came to invest a second time in a CEBL community. And based on the track record and success that we had, we couldn't turn down an opportunity to deliver a lot of the changes that fans wanted for many years with our specific operating model and philosophy for Saskatoon.
Okay, so let's talk about some of those changes. It seems like you're taking some kind of big swings here with the name Mamba, the vibrant purple and black color scheme. The reaction, I think, to some of these has been mixed. But what made you go with this? It's kind of a complete 180 when it comes to the brand.
And I think that that shows you just kind of where the state of the franchise actually was, you know, for several years. The Saskatchewan Rattlers were in the bottom third of every single business and basketball category. And I'm going to parse that out. That is sponsorship. That is ticket sales. That is attendance. That is merchandise sales. That is the number of camps and clinics held, like literally every category within the bottom third. And I understand that some of these changes can feel unsettling for the moment. But what the thick skin that myself and my staff have is that we've kind of done this once before. You know, the Calgary Surge was first the Guelph Nighthawks before the team moved to Calgary. And, you know, we wanted to honor them by keeping the Hawk, and we kept that, but did it a little bit differently. And at the time, the reaction was mixed. And then 5 months later, on our first ever game, we set a league-wide single-game merchandise sales record. And now, 3.5 years later, that stuff flies out the door. It's become an ambitious symbol for the city. And so we're here for a long haul. And I think the response that we've gotten from youth, you know, our digital channels, our Instagram alone, I think got 200,000 views in 24 hours. Yeah. So we're garnering attention. And lastly, I want to say the perspective on focusing on Saskatoon, pretending that it was Saskatchewan, given that 99.9% of the fans and the people engaging at the games were actually, I've seen the data from Saskatoon, means that we need to prioritize the local market and eventually build up to the point where we can earn the right to say Saskatchewan Mamba. And that is always, always, always going to be the plan. Once we get off that game in Prince Albert, once we get off that game in Regina, that's the plan for the long haul.
All right. The buzz has been created. That is without a doubt. Without even talking about the added venue of Merlis Belcher Place, the deal with the Huskies. So there is a lot moving forward here. And you, Jason Ribeiro, are leading the charge. And we thank you so much for joining us. May 14th, the 8th season of the CEBL basketball begins in Saskatoon as the Saskatoon Mamba takes to the hard court. SaskatoonMamba.ca to get in on it. Owner Jason Ribeiro, congrats. Here's to some success. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.